Sigma males, with their fierce independence and self-reliance, often encounter frustrations that push them to their limits, rooted in their refusal to conform to societal expectations. One primary frustration is the persistent intrusion of societal norms and expectations that seek to box them into predefined roles. They detest the pressure to conform to traditional career paths or social hierarchies, finding the relentless push for networking and social validation particularly irksome. Additionally, Sigma males are often exasperated by the lack of understanding and appreciation for their need for solitude and self-direction. They struggle with the constant imposition of group dynamics and collaborative settings that undermine their preference for working alone or in minimalistic social environments. Another significant frustration is the challenge of navigating relationships with individuals who fail to respect their boundaries and autonomy. This constant clash between their desire for freedom and the societal demand for conformity can drive Sigma males to the brink, leaving them feeling alienated and misunderstood. Ultimately, these frustrations stem from their fundamental unwillingness to compromise their principles and adapt to the conventional expectations imposed by others. Number 1. Sigma males often grapple with the challenge of having a limited support system, which forces them to rely heavily on their own resources and abilities. From a young age, they have been accustomed to navigating life independently, learning to be self-sufficient and resourceful without much external support. This strong sense of autonomy, while beneficial for personal growth and resilience, can also lead to feelings of isolation. When Sigma males express unconventional opinions or challenge the status quo, they frequently encounter skepticism and misunderstanding from those around them. This persistent feeling of being an outsider, even among friends and family, can be particularly frustrating. Unlike those who easily conform and accept things at face value, Sigma males question the rationale behind norms and directives, seeking a deeper understanding before committing. This inquisitive nature often isolates them further, as they find it difficult to connect with individuals who are content with passive acceptance. The lack of understanding and support from those who conform can be disheartening, yet it strengthens Sigma males' resolve to prove their worth on their own terms. Their journey of self-reliance, though lonely at times, ultimately forges a path to leadership and success, achieved through personal effort rather than external validation. Number 2. From an early age, Sigma males have an acute awareness of their difference from others, which sets them apart in both subtle and profound ways. They often feel out of sync with their peers, observing that while others struggle to grasp concepts, they already have a firm understanding. This awareness of being different can be unsettling, as they attempt to fit in with those who seem to operate on a different wavelength. Despite their ability to make friends, Sigma males frequently feel like outsiders, their interactions feeling more like a facade than genuine connection. As they grow older, these feelings of being different persist and sometimes intensify, leading them to question societal norms and expectations. This sense of alienation, however, is not necessarily negative. Over time, Sigma males come to appreciate their uniqueness, recognizing it as a valuable trait rather than a flaw. While they may still occasionally struggle with their sense of isolation, they have learned to embrace their distinctiveness as a source of strength and individuality, setting them apart in a world that often favors conformity. Number 3. Trust is a challenging and complex issue for Sigma males, who find it difficult to fully extend their trust to others. Their keen observational skills and heightened awareness of nuances in human behavior make them exceptionally perceptive, but also skeptical. They notice inconsistencies between what people say and do, which fuels their mistrust. For Sigma males, trust is not easily given but earned, and this guardedness can complicate relationships. They are cautious about accepting compliments or praise, often questioning the motives behind them. This skepticism isn't rooted in negativity, but rather a protective measure to guard against potential deceit or betrayal. While their reluctance to trust can create barriers in forming new relationships, it also enables them to protect themselves from manipulation and dishonesty. Despite the challenges, the relationships they do cultivate are typically deep and genuine, as they are built on a foundation of proven trust rather than superficial connections. This cautious approach ensures that the bonds they form are robust and reliable, even if they are fewer in number. Number 4. The high standards that Sigma males set for themselves can lead to perfectionism, which often hampers their progress. Their relentless pursuit of excellence means they have a clear vision of what they want to achieve but can become paralyzed by the fear of not meeting their own exacting expectations. This perfectionism manifests as an overemphasis on planning and strategizing, sometimes at the expense of taking actionable steps. Sigma males might spend excessive time perfecting their plans or ideas, only to find themselves stalled by the pressure to get everything right from the start. This tendency to delay action in pursuit of an unattainable ideal can lead to missed opportunities and frustration. Despite their high standards driving them to achieve great things, this quest for perfection can be a double-edged sword, trapping them in a cycle of overthinking and inaction. To overcome this, Sigma males need to focus on initiating action and embracing the learning process that comes with trial and error, rather than waiting for a flawless execution. Number 5. Sigma males often find themselves as the rarest and most misunderstood personality type, navigating a world where their unique traits can be perceived as enigmatic or perplexing. Their distinctiveness sets them apart from conventional social molds, leading to a lack of understanding, and sometimes even discomfort from those around them. This misinterpretation can manifest as awkwardness or judgment, with others perceiving Sigma males' quiet confidence and independence as aloofness or arrogance. The societal tendency to label them as strange or antisocial stems from a lack of familiarity with their unconventional ways. However, this misunderstanding can also have its advantages, such as reducing social drama and conflict. The aura of mystery surrounding Sigma males often makes them less likely to be meddled with, preserving their personal space. Despite the occasional loneliness that comes with being misunderstood, Sigma males leverage this perception to maintain their independence and focus on meaningful connections rather than conforming to societal expectations. Number 6. For Sigma males, maintaining independence is a core value, but it can also become a source of constant pressure. From a young age, they have prided themselves on their ability to tackle challenges and solve problems without relying on others. This self-reliance, while empowering, can become burdensome as life grows more complex and demanding. Sigma males often resist seeking help, fearing that doing so might imply weakness or incompetence. This reluctance to ask for assistance can lead to overwhelming stress and exhaustion, as they shoulder responsibilities alone even when collaboration could be beneficial. Their strong inclination towards independence means they are accustomed to handling their struggles privately, further intensifying the pressure to manage everything on their own. This self-imposed isolation can be a double-edged sword, as it both reinforces their strength and limits their opportunities for support and cooperation. Balancing the desire for autonomy with the practical need for help is a persistent challenge for Sigma males, highlighting the complexities of their self-reliant nature. Number 7. Sigma males often face the unique challenge of having a high level of self-reliance, which can sometimes translate into isolation. Their strong preference for working independently means they are accustomed to tackling tasks and solving problems on their own, which can create a barrier to seeking help from others. This self-sufficiency is a point of pride for Sigma males, but it can also lead to a sense of isolation, especially when they encounter difficulties that would benefit from collaboration or support. They might hesitate to delegate tasks or seek advice, fearing that doing so could undermine their sense of control or independence. As a result, they may end up shouldering a disproportionate amount of work or stress, simply because they prefer to handle matters alone. While this trait underscores their resilience and capability, it can also lead to a lack of connection with others and missed opportunities for mutual support. The challenge lies in balancing their need for independence with the benefits of engaging more openly with others, finding a middle ground where they can maintain their autonomy without becoming isolated. Number 8. Sigma males often grapple with an intense need for personal space, which can sometimes be misunderstood by others. Their value for solitude and introspection is a fundamental part of their nature, allowing them to recharge and think deeply without external distractions. However, this need for personal space can be misinterpreted by those around them as aloofness or disinterest. People might perceive their preference for solitude as a rejection of social interaction, leading to misunderstandings and strained relationships. Sigma males might find themselves constantly needing to explain their desire for alone time, even though it's simply a crucial aspect of their well-being. This constant need for solitude can create a disconnect between them and those who don't share or understand their need for personal space. Despite the potential for social friction, Sigma males remain firm in their requirement for downtime, recognizing it as essential for maintaining their mental health and personal balance. Number 9. Sigma males are often marked by their intense drive for personal excellence, which can lead them to set exceptionally high expectations for themselves. This pursuit of perfection can sometimes be a double-edged sword, as it drives them to achieve remarkable success but also imposes significant pressure. Their high standards often lead to a rigorous self-evaluation process, where they constantly assess their performance and seek ways to improve. While this dedication to excellence can result in outstanding achievements, it can also lead to self-criticism and a fear of failure. Sigma males might find themselves caught in a cycle of overachievement, where the quest for perfection prevents them from celebrating their successes or enjoying their accomplishments. The pressure to meet their own high expectations can be overwhelming, causing stress and dissatisfaction, even when they reach their goals. Managing this internal drive and learning to balance their high standards with self-compassion is a critical challenge for Sigma males. Number 10. Sigma males often experience the frustration of navigating a world that frequently values conformity over individuality. Their unconventional approach to life and work can put them at odds with mainstream expectations and societal norms. This inherent difference can lead to a sense of frustration, as they might find it difficult to fit into traditional roles or follow conventional paths. The resistance they encounter from others, who might prefer them to conform, can feel like a constant struggle against the tide. Sigma males may find that their innovative ideas and unique perspectives are met with skepticism or resistance, particularly in environments that prioritize uniformity. This clash with societal norms can lead to feelings of alienation or conflict, but it also drives Sigma males to carve out their own paths and redefine success on their terms. Their ability to maintain their individuality despite external pressures is a testament to their strength and resilience. Number 11. Sigma males often find themselves confronting the challenge of navigating interpersonal relationships where their need for autonomy conflicts with others' expectations. Their preference for independence and self-reliance can create tension in relationships where collaboration and mutual support are unusual. Friends, family, or colleagues might struggle to understand why Sigma males prefer to handle things on their own, leading to misunderstandings or conflicts. This dynamic can be particularly challenging in close relationships where emotional connection and shared responsibilities are important. Sigma males may need to strike a balance between their desire for independence and the need to engage with others in a meaningful way. This balancing act requires careful communication and negotiation to ensure that their need for space and self-sufficiency does not alienate those who care about them. Navigating these relationships while maintaining their independence is a delicate task that requires both self-awareness and empathy. Number 12. Sigma males often face the difficulty of dealing with societal expectations that clash with their personal values. Their inclination towards questioning norms and seeking deeper understanding can put them at odds with established conventions and authoritative figures. This tendency to challenge the status quo is not about defiance for its own sake, but stems from a genuine desire to understand the rationale behind rules and expectations. However, this questioning attitude can be met with resistance or disapproval from those who prefer adherence to tradition. Sigma males might find themselves in situations where their approach is seen as disruptive or nonconformist, leading to friction with authority figures or peers. This struggle to reconcile their values with societal expectations can be frustrating, but it also reinforces their commitment to living authentically and making informed choices. Despite the challenges, Sigma males remain steadfast in their pursuit of personal truth and integrity, even if it means standing apart from the mainstream. Number 13. Sigma males often face the internal struggle of managing their perfectionism, which can lead to significant challenges in both their personal and professional lives. Their high standards drive them to seek excellence and avoid mediocrity. But this quest for perfection can sometimes result in excessive self-criticism and a fear of making mistakes. This perfectionism can manifest as a reluctance to start projects or take action unless everything is absolutely right, leading to procrastination and inaction. Sigma males might find themselves caught in a cycle of overthinking and refining their plans to an impractical degree, hindering their ability to move forward. This fear of imperfection can also affect their relationships and personal satisfaction, as they may struggle to accept or celebrate their achievements. Learning to manage their perfectionistic tendencies and embrace the concept of progress over perfection is an ongoing challenge for Sigma males. Balancing their drive for excellence with a more flexible approach to achievement can help them overcome the barriers created by their own high expectations. Number 14. Sigma males frequently struggle with the constant pressure to maintain their independence, which can be both empowering and burdensome. Their deep-seated value for self-reliance means they often prefer to tackle problems and challenges on their own, without seeking help or relying on others. While this independence is a source of pride and strength, it can also create significant stress, particularly when they face complex or overwhelming situations. From a young age, Sigma males are conditioned to handle problems solo, leading them to feel uneasy about asking for assistance even when it's genuinely needed. This ingrained habit can cause them to feel isolated, as they might avoid sharing their struggles or admitting vulnerabilities, fearing that doing so might undermine their autonomy or make them appear weak. The pressure to uphold this image of unwavering self-sufficiency can be exhausting, leading to burnout or frustration. Balancing their need for independence with the practical benefits of collaboration and support is a crucial but challenging task for Sigma males, requiring them to occasionally step out of their comfort zone and accept that seeking help does not diminish their strength. Number 15. Sigma males often encounter challenges in forming deep, lasting connections due to their unique personality traits and outlook on life. Their tendency to question norms and embrace unconventional paths can make it difficult for them to find like-minded individuals who truly understand and appreciate their perspective. This sense of being different can lead to feelings of isolation, as they may struggle to relate to others who are more comfortable with conformity and traditional social roles. In personal relationships, Sigma males might come across as reserved or detached, which can be misconstrued by others as disinterest or aloofness. This dynamic can create barriers to forming genuine connections, as potential friends or partners might misinterpret their need for solitude and independence as a lack of willingness to engage or commit. Despite these challenges, Sigma males value authenticity and depth in their relationships, often preferring a smaller circle of close, trusted friends over a broad network of acquaintances. Navigating these social complexities requires them to find balance between their desire for personal space and the need for meaningful interaction. Number 16. Sigma males frequently grapple with the challenge of their own emotional resilience, which can sometimes lead to internal conflict. Their inclination to maintain a stoic exterior and deal with emotions privately means they often keep their feelings closely guarded. While this stoicism helps them maintain control and composure in challenging situations, it can also create a barrier to fully processing and expressing their emotions. Sigma males may struggle with feelings of isolation as they navigate their inner world without openly sharing their struggles or seeking emotional support from others. This self-reliance can be empowering, allowing them to manage their own emotions effectively, but it can also lead to a buildup of stress or unresolved feelings. The challenge lies in finding a balance between maintaining their emotional independence and allowing themselves to be vulnerable and seek support when needed. Embracing emotional expression, finding trusted outlets for their feelings can help Sigma males manage their emotional well-being while staying true to their core values of self-sufficiency. Number 17. Sigma males often face the challenge of balancing their drive for personal success with the pressures of societal expectations. Their pursuit of excellence and unconventional goals can sometimes put them at odds with mainstream values or traditional paths to success. This divergence from the norm can create tension, as they may encounter resistance or skepticism from those who adhere to conventional standards. Sigma males' determination to forge their own path and achieve success on their own terms can be both a source of strength and a point of contention. They might find themselves needing to defend their choices or justify their unconventional methods to others who may not understand or appreciate their approach. This struggle to align personal ambitions with societal expectations can be frustrating, but it also reinforces Sigma males' commitment to authenticity and self-determination. Navigating this balance requires resilience and confidence as they continue to pursue their unique vision of success despite external pressures. Number 18. Sigma males often deal with the challenge of confronting and managing their own self-imposed expectations, which can sometimes be both a driving force and a source of stress. Their high standards and commitment to excellence push them to achieve remarkable things, but these same expectations can create significant pressure and self-criticism. Sigma males are prone to setting ambitious goals and striving for perfection, which can lead to a relentless pursuit of success and a fear of failure. This drive for perfectionism can result in a cycle of overthinking and excessive self-evaluation, where they become paralyzed by the desire to meet their own rigorous standards. The challenge lies in learning to balance their high expectations with a more compassionate approach towards themselves, accepting that perfection is an ideal rather than a practical reality. Developing resilience and allowing room for growth and mistakes can help Sigma males manage the stress associated with their self-imposed standards, enabling them to continue striving for excellence while maintaining their well-being. Thank you for your attention. You can now become a member of the channel by clicking the Join button under this video.